Well, a very good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to In the Huddle Show 12. It's pretty crazy to think that we've been doing this 12 times now. We are on the campus of West High School, home of the Vikings, old school. And boy, it's great to do a show like this right on a major thoroughfare on New Stein Road on the west side. My name is Vance Palm. I'm your host on In the Huddle. I'm joined by the Director of School Support Services, Stan Green, the boss here, and we have a very, very special guest here in the first quarter. Then we're going to take a short timeout in the first quarter and bring in Trevor Horn, and then we've got 4 very special student guests, and then we're going to get after it with our picks in the fourth quarter. First, let me ask, Vikings, are you stoked for a Friday night football game? I love it. First of all, Stan, again, thanks for setting this up. I know you and your team do a lot of work from Monday today just to get this pulled off. Trevor and I roll up in our cars and we say, let's go, let's get it going. And you guys have already been at it for a long, long time. Thank you, Stan. We appreciate it. Before you introduce our guest, how about some kind words to the West High Vikings?
Oh, it's exciting to be back here, one of the oldest schools around, West High School. The Vikings right across the street from the district office, and just excited to be here.
Okay, our very special guest is geared up and ready to go. We'll introduce him.
All right. So look, they love their principal. Let's hear it for your principal, Stephen Granucci. All right, so we got Stephen Granucci here. He's a lifelong educator. He's been in it for about 10 or 11 years. He used to run cross country.
That's correct.
And he's a cross-country athlete. He was a cross-country coach, link crew advisor, ASB class advisor, and he hasn't even been here for a full year yet. And so we're just excited to have him. He's a great guy. He's great for kids. Stephen, the first thing that we want to talk to you about is, so as a principal, I know you're going in 1,000 directions. Literally from probably the time you roll out of bed, you look at your phone, there's text messages and calls all the way through, when you go to sleep at night. As a principal, your main focus sometimes doesn't get to be your main focus, but your main focus is on the students at West High. What is it that you see as a vision for the students at West High School?
No, well, first of all, Stan, thank you for all that. That was quite the introduction. And I would say that, while there's a lot of different things going on at high school and why we care very much about our students being educated, we also care about activities. High school's not just about an education, it's about an experience. And so one of the big focuses is I want to help create and foster a culture that continues to expand activities for our students. It could be sports, it could be clubs, it could be trips, just so that everybody has something that resonates with them. And I think in the digital era, with things like esports, it's expanding beyond football, expanding beyond, some of the things that we saw years ago. And so I want to continue to support our students and our staff to create those opportunities.
That's fantastic. And you mentioned on a lot of things. So every school that we go to, we say, hey, give us 4 or 5 kids from different programs that we want to talk to. And, initially it was kind of heavy on the athletic side. And you're the first school that has given us FFA to talk to, esports, virtual enterprise, ASB, rally commissioner. And it just shows the connection that you have with your kids, that it's not about just one group, it's about all of them.
Yeah, no, I have to give a lot of credit both to the students, the advisors, and then, our activities and athletic director, our coaches. I mean, they make sure that our kids are showcased. They make sure that our kids achieve in these competitions. And even like you mentioned, esports, our esports team is not just the best in Kern County. It's the best in, many parts of California. So it's cool that we have so many great programs.
Stephen, tonight, the big football game for the West High Vikings will be playing against God's team, my Arvin Bears. So we're... My point in bringing that up is that I grew up an Arvin guy. When we came to West High School, it really was considered the west side of the school district. Now we have teams way out in the northwest, way up in the east side, way over in the southwest. Do you now kind of feel geographically that West High School is kind of the epicenter of the Kern High School district?
Absolutely. I mean, it sits not too far from the Kern High School district office, just down the street. And I would say, I grew up in the southwest district, so it's very close to my heart as well. What a lot of students don't know, and you may not know, is most of my teaching career and my administrative career was at Arvin High School. So I do come from Arvin, so I empathize with you there. But I also...
We always grab the best.
Yeah.
At one time or another, we're going to always have the best out there.
And one of the things, though, I will say, though, is I believe that, later this evening or tomorrow morning, Arvin High will be saying West is best.
You hear that right there?
I did hear it.
Well, I'll tell you what. We were already scheduled to have a timeout, and now we're absolutely going to take it. We got to let him go and get some more kids in here, but how about a big round of applause for your principal, Stephen Granucci, right here. Quick timeout. We're going to bring in two guests. Dr. Wander, hit it with the band. You got it. Thanks, buddy. That was awesome, dude. Appreciate it.
Good job, brother. I feel like I need to go back to the apartment.
All right.
Oh, I like it. Front note.
Yeah. Put that on.
Vance. Dog brought notes.
Okay, don't let that blow away. It'll blow away. Trust me. Here you go.
To bring notes.
All right. We getting ready? Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, now we get to the portion of our In the Huddle that always seems to be the most popular. It's not with Stan and I and Trevor. It's always when we have our student guests. And Trevor, we have two very, very special guests here. And I want to let everybody know on In the Huddle, these are our first guests in 12 huddles that have brought notes. I mean, this is top-notch stuff right here. They brought their notes. Trevor, I tell you what, ooh, that's got to go. That's got to go. Thank you. Hey, nothing like live streaming, correct? All right, Trevor, give us the introductions of these two great individuals.
So to your right is Anaí Gomez, the Commissioner of Rallies here at West High. And then right here, Saw 2, who is our ASB president, and leave it to an ASB president, Vance, to bring notes for our show. Our show, which we barely bring our own notes, he's got more notes than we've had in 12 shows.
I'll take the lead and then you jump in.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Anaí, this is obviously a big day. I mean, Fridays are always big days for a lot of reasons, but this is a great rally. I mean, you're talking about everybody here. We have big shots over here. Look at coaches dressed up like he's going to play golf at the country club. I mean, this is a big, big day right here. Everybody's here. What's it take? What is it all about? When you wake up today, you go, okay, I got this. Tell us about an event like this.
Well, here at the West High campus, Vikings are always excited to get a part and be a part of so much events. I don't know, but like we wake up and we're excited. We're like, what does Friday have in store for us? And so we get excited to come to our West High campus and get involved. You know, students, they want to be a part of everything and anything that goes on in a campus.
What's it take to plan a good rally like this? Tell me your plan.
So one thing is we strategize, how do we get students involved? What is going to bring students? And one thing here at West is, we're about school spirit. We love the hype. We love the music. And so one thing is, we need some cheers. Oh, I want to be loud. I want to cheer. And so we get them to come out here and join us and support us. And, we promote, man, we're going to be cheering. Who wants to be a part? And then, our Vikings, they want to be a part.
Love it.
Hey, Saw, so you don't just wake up your senior year and become ASB president. You've obviously probably been in ASB all 4 years of high school. Can you kind of drive us through what it takes to get to that point of ASB president and what you did the first 3 years in high school to get to this point?
Yes, I can. So for the first 3 years, I actually started off by becoming a freshman president, actually.
All right.
But during my time as a freshman president, I didn't really have that much leadership skills involved.
Okay.
So I was kind of falling behind, and I kind of let down my peers a bit. So taking from that experience, I decided to build myself more up and try to build my leadership skills, being more outgoing and out forward with everyone. And for the past 2 years, I became the spirit commissioner to be more outgoing, to be more out there with my peers. And yeah, here I am in senior year, freshman president, and ASB president.
That's crazy.
Come on, give it up for Saw.
That's great. I love it.
So when you look at it, what is your envision for this year, your senior year, 2024 to 25, before you guys graduate in June?
What I envision? I envision a very impactful school towards the students, towards the staff, towards everyone in general. I really envision like this school spirit that's so big and like everyone's talking about West High, like, oh, West High is so cool. Like, West High is this, that, they're doing this. Oh, I wish I went to West High. Like that.
Right.
Anai, what is it about the culture here on campus that gets you guys so excited about coming to school every day?
Well, one thing is that we make sure everyone's voice is heard. And so, we work hand in hand, with advisors and peers and what can help students, want to come every day. And so I think it's, West High, we're never at like a standpoint where there's nothing going on. There's always something that, students can find that they love or they could fit in. And so I think, having so many different things and events and clubs and all kinds of things that can help student involvement.
Future motivational speaker right there.
She's fantastic. Well, we have to let you go, both of you, here pretty soon, but don't take off just yet. We have over 20,000 Instagram followers. This is the first time we have gone live on Instagram for any of our In the Huddles. First time, so 20,000 Instagram followers. We have, I think, 19,000 on Facebook. We have a lot of people that are going to watch this, are either watching it live right now or going to see it over the next few hours. What do you have to tell all of those followers about tonight, getting here to West High and making some noise?
Well, let me tell you, our student sections, they be lit here at West High. So if you don't come out to a West High game, let me tell you, you got to come out tonight. Well, we hunt down the bears. We're going to all be in camo. And so come and join our student section tonight at West High School.
Anai, you got a bear right to your left.
That's okay. So I will give you the last word as the boss of the students here, ASB. What are you telling all those thousands of viewers to be here tonight at West High?
Bring that school spirit.
I love it. All right, let's hear it for our two special guests. Thank you to Anai and Satu. Have a great night tonight. We appreciate it. Dr. Wander, hit the band, and let's get going for the second quarter right after this. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Good job.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming on. Hunter, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm Hunter.
Oh, your bags. Hold on, we forgot.
Thanks, Jocelyn. Pleasure to meet you.
All right.
My brother-in-law is
My name is
a sports
Jocelyn.
teacher.
Okay.
Oh, does he? Yeah. I've done a little bit of the same,
Okay.
but yeah.
How sweet. Hi, Vance.
Hi, Trevor. Dr. Wander's going to give us something real quick, I think. Let's hear it from the Viking Marching Band. Let's go.
Little Fox Sports.
Excellent. Fantastic. Love it. Got our Fox Sports. Okay, we're in the second quarter officially. We have two very, very special guests, and the Principal Granucci talked about where we're going to head with this show today. We think it's really, really cool. Trevor, I'll leave the introductions to you as always.
Yep, to your right, Jocelyn Garcia, part of the virtual enterprise team here at West High. And then here to my left, Hunter Birch, part of the esports program. And this is the segment that I love to see because every week this show evolves, and now we're getting into topics that we haven't talked about. So I'm actually really excited to talk to both of you guys. Vance, why don't you kick it off?
I'll start with Hunter. Hunter, I have two sons that have spent a long, long time in the gaming world. They're pretty good at it, and I've always talked to them about it. I've always said, why don't you guys get in this? Look at these guys on ESPN. Look at these guys on television. They're going all over the world. What a fantastic world to live in and be in. I'd like for you to give all of our viewers out there, and you're the first one to do this. This is the first interview we've had on esports, and it's going to go to all these viewers. Kind of give us a 30,000-foot view of what it is, how to get involved, and why students should be involved in it.
Well, that's really simple. Like, say you're going to high school, just go to your esports coach. They're more than happy to have more students come out. It's all a team experience. It's you really just need to show up and show you're dedicated.
What got you into it? How did you get into it?
Well, I've been playing the game for going on 8 years, and I showed up to West High, saw they had the esports club, and I was like, oh, that seems interesting. So I showed up, and turned out the esports coach was my teacher. So I was like, how do you get involved in esports? And he's like, oh, just come back to the room after school on this day, and we'll have tryouts. So I showed up to tryouts, tried out, and got put on a team.
How many are on your team here at West High? Do you have any idea?
For my team, it's 5 people, but we have plenty of teams in just Overwatch alone, and then we have several other games with countless other students.
Trevor?
Yeah, Jocelyn, same thing for you. Kern High School District has such a rich tradition in virtual enterprise. What got you into this endeavor in high school?
Well, I really like the idea of business, and I have a very entrepreneur mindset. So I decided to join this class, if you will, this year because I realized that I wanted to venture out and see if I really wanted to do business in my life.
Okay. And what business is it that you're currently working on?
So our company is called Relieve Candles, and we are a candle company that focuses on wellness and sustainability, and we challenge the traditional role of a candle. So currently, we are working on a unique candle jar design that will allow you to repurpose the candle as a planter. So there's going to be a water lid and drainage. So it's going to be like a two-in-one, because you know how you usually have a candle and then people could say that you can reuse it for something like storage or anything. I'm going to be honest, I think everybody throws it away. Let's be real. Come on.
Okay.
Right? So we wanted to have a unique twist to it, if you will.
Okay, and the virtual enterprise, for those who don't know, it's kind of like the show Shark Tank, right? Where you present your product in front of a panel. Have you guys gone in front of a panel yet? What's that experience like, if you have?
We haven't yet, but in November we're going to have a trade show in Huntington as like a practice round. But you need a business plan, and then you need to have reasoning behind your pricing and why you created the product. So virtual enterprise is all about solving an issue with a service or product.
Okay.
I think this is absolutely phenomenal that the Kern High School District does something like this. I mean, we have audio-visual teams, we have great music, great bands. Of course, we have athletics. We have the Achieve magazine. Oh, by the way, see the guy behind the camera right there taking pictures? That's Javier. If you've ever seen the Achieve magazine, that's his magazine right there. Thank you, Javi. Thank you. But it leads into the point that there's so many other things going on this campus besides just athletics. I love athletics, but there's so much more going on. This virtual enterprise, you talk about getting ready for real life afterwards, and talk about the gaming industry and the billions of dollars that churns over. I guess the obvious question that is right out for everybody is esports at West High and VE at West High ever going to get those two groups together and branch out and make something really happen for the Vikings? I'll let you answer that.
I'd say it's definitely possible. I mean, they can both tie in so many ways. You say right now at West, for our esports, we have a class called esports production, where we're actually designing graphics and merchandise to be sold and displayed at the events we do.
I love it.
So say we were to tie in with virtual enterprise, they could get experience with marketing or sales, finance, accounting, all of that, and practice those real life skills to use in the real world.
I think it's great. We have the big boss over here in Stan Green. That's somebody that could possibly make that happen. That's pretty exciting. So what makes you nervous about this? What keeps you up at night when you're thinking about virtual enterprise? Like, man, I've got to get this done. I've got to make this happen over the next 24 to 48 to 72 hours. What weighs heavily on you?
What weighs heavily on me right now
right this minute
is the manufacturing pricing.
Okay.
Because we're currently working on figuring out the pricing for the candle jar, because it is a unique design, right?
Got it.
And we've had many trial and errors with the design itself, and figuring out the pricing is so tough. It's been like 3 weeks where we've been just focusing on that. And also pricing. Sam right there is our chief of finance, And we need pricing done for that product itself to work on the booking systems and to finish our business plan.
Wow, I love what I'm hearing. You've got to think about freight and transportation. You've got to
Yes.
think about the raw cost. You've got to think about the labor. There's a lot that goes into that. Congratulations and good for you. Trevor, maybe one more question for our gamer here.
Hunter, for you, I think the question that everybody wants to know is what game are you playing right now?
Well, for West right now, I've been playing Overwatch 2 this is my 4th year now.
What's the game?
Overwatch 2.
Okay, can you explain that game a little bit for those of us that don't know?
Overwatch 2 is a 5v5 team-based action game.
Okay.
In this game, 2 teams, 5 players, they go head-to-head on a certain map, different game modes. So there's capture the flag, there's escort the payload, and much more. But these teams, they use teamwork, they use communication, and they use their game knowledge to work together and beat the enemy team. So you have there's over 40 different characters in the game, and all of them are unique. And there's different compositions you can do with different strategies to be able to beat the enemy team.
And where is your next competition at, Hunter?
I think our next competition is actually happening at SeaTac in December. I think that's when the grand finals happens.
Okay.
Nice.
And you guys are considered one of the best, if not the best, in Kern County around California.
Yeah.
How much excitement do you have knowing that people look at you guys as such a great team?
Oh, I'm ecstatic. For all the events.
You better be.
Yeah.
I would be too, man.
Yeah. For all the events, my parents come out. They come watch me. My little brother, anytime I finish an event or I do anything, he's like, "Go West, go West!" And he's really happy for me too. And it's
That's
just-
awesome.
yeah.
That's really awesome.
We want to thank you both for being here. I'm very, very impressed. I'm sure
Very
everybody
much
else
so.
is. This is a really cool thing for the high school district and for everybody watching out there. This could be for you. This could be the what you've been looking for, and we're very, very thankful to Hunter and Jocelyn. Good luck in everything that you're doing. Wish you the best. Dr. Wander, you can hit the band right now. We'll go with it. How about a big round of applause for these two great West High Vikings? Thank you very, very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be back in the third quarter right after this. Don't forget your gift, guys.
Appreciate
Hey, Hunter, don't forget your gift, buddy.
Hey, here, grab one of these. For you. Thank you. This will, however,
Oh, appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hey, dude. Good luck to you, man. Appreciate it. Oh! What's up, buddy? How you doing? What's up, big guy? How you doing? How are you? Good. Sumlin 72? Good. Oh, no. I'm 72. I'm 77. Oh, you're Sumlin. Oh, wait. You're 77. You're Terrence Reed. Oh. What's your last name? Oh, you're 77.
Yep, go ahead.
Dr. Wander. All right, welcome back to the third quarter. We are at West High School. Well, that was so impressive to hear from our esports and our VE team right there. Very, very, very cool. But now it's time to talk football. We've got our football players here, and let's get it going. Trevor, big game tonight.
Yep.
Big game tonight between the Vikings and the Bears. You've got introductions to make. Let's hear them.
Yep. Well, for the first time on the show, we have 2 linemen on the set at the same time.
We've just picked up the IQ really quickly on
Very
our
much
show.
so.
Right, good.
So to your right, Sean Sumlin. And then right here, this is Terrence Reese. Both linemen on the offensive and defensive side of the ball for the West High Vikings.
Well, fellas, tonight's a big night. You know, with the Bears coming to town, 2 really old schools. There's a lot of bloodline connections and synergy between West High School and Arvin. A lot of old coaches and teachers. I don't know if you know all the history, but there's a lot of symbiotic relationships. But once the kickoff starts tonight, it's all about a big brawl at West High School. We'll start with you, young Sumlin. Tell us about the season so far. Give us kind of an overview of how the team's doing.
I mean, we've had a good season. It's not going the way we want it to go, but it'll get better soon. Hopefully tonight we get the W, and we just continue it through the weeks once we get the league.
What do you know about the Bears? What have you been coached on this week? What's been scouted?
They're stand-up deep. They have a stand-up front defense. They run a little fast, and we just got to run the ball through 'em. Just score.
But he talks like a lineman, doesn't he?
Yes, he
Very
does.
matter of fact, I'm going to punch you in the face. I'm going to run you over, and
then we're going to get ready for the next
And
play.
we're going to win, right, Trevor?
Yep, Terrence, for you guys, 3 of your first 4 games have been on the road. How great is it to be back home tonight after 2 weeks on the road?
It feels great to be back home, to be back, have that home field advantage, have the student section and the cheerleaders and parents and everybody to come and support us.
All these guys behind you
Yes,
and the
sir.
band playing for you.
Yes, sir.
How excited are you about tonight, knowing that this is going to be the last non-league game that you guys have before you start in league play next week?
I'm very excited. I'm ready to start league. I'm ready to go out there and do great, dominate.
Sean, I saw you over there talking to Coach Dunham. He's going to be on here on our final segment coming up. This is your chance to talk about your head coach for just a second. I know you guys both said that, this is the way he dresses every Friday before a game. What is it about Coach Dunham that brings you guys together?
I feel he brings our class up and just teaches how to be men, teaches us the word and all of that.
Terrence, you had your rally commissioner coming on earlier, and she said that the West High student section is the loudest, is the best. When you're on the field on Friday nights, and I know you're on both sides of the ball, so you're on the field all the time, do you feel that energy from the cheerleaders, the student section, the band, all your fans out there? Do you feel that energy coming towards you on a Friday night home game like we have tonight?
Well, yes, of course I do. They are very loud, and I do feel great energy every game, home game.
Guys, I'm calling the game tonight. I'll be here with Rick Van Horn. I'll be calling it up on the top of the press box, and I'll see all the band and all the cheerleaders. So I'm going to do a little scouting right now. I'd like to get a little bit of information from you so I can use it tonight for our Kern High Network Game of the Week. I'm going to ask both of you a couple questions, and I'm going to talk about this tonight on the air during the football game. All right, first of all, who is the strongest, the bench press, the strongest player on the team? I'll let you. Who do you think it is?
Rudy Molina.
Molina, okay. And Terrence, who do you think the strongest player on the team is, bench press?
Mateo Becerra.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we got a little competition
All
there.
right, okay, back to you. Who hits the hardest? When you're at practice and you see him coming and you're like, oh, not that guy. Who is it?
Oh, Guy Vasquez.
Okay.
No question there, Vance.
Okay, Terrence, hardest hitter on the team.
Guy Vasquez.
Oh, I mean, this is great notes. And last, and I'll let Trevor finish from this, who's the fastest? Who is the absolute blazing fastest dude? I have to know this for tonight's game. I didn't know who, when the whistle blows, like, that cat's going to be in front.
I'll also say Guy Vasquez.
Okay, so Vasquez getting some serious. Is he here right now? Is Vasquez here?
Where you at, Guy?
Is Vasquez even out there?
Yeah.
Just get in the shot. I don't have a headset for you, but get in the shot and give us some muscles right there. So number eight's the fastest. All right.
Oh, he was waiting for that.
Thank you, brother. Hey, you better live up to it. But I have one more. Is he the fastest?
I'll give it to Edwin Gonzalez.
Oh, Edwin Gonzalez. All right, guys, I'm going to use that for scouting notes. We have 1 more minute, Trevor. 1 more with these two guys.
That guy's so much rich tradition here at West High. How much of the tradition that you guys see in the past do you guys try to build on every Friday night? Terrence?
That tradition is very strong. Coach Dunham, he wants to keep that tradition living on. Since I was a freshman, the tradition's been strong, been feeling it every game, every year. Tradition's always been the same, very strong.
Same thing for you, Sean, especially with the name Sumlin here at West High. I mean, that last name goes years and years past. What's the tradition here mean to you?
I feel it's very vibrant. Coach always represents it every day at practice, every game. We just continue including with our amazing athletic director, Scott Davidson. Also, shows tradition well.
He wanted to stay out of the limelight.
Guys, we want to thank you for being here. I know you got a lot going on. We're not going to keep you long and to get ready for a big night tonight. It is the Kern High Network Game of the Week tonight. We have a lot of people that watch this. By kickoff time, we're up to like 8,000 people watching this thing live. The Arvin Bears at West High School tonight. Fellas, good luck, get ready, and stay healthy. God bless. Let's hear it for our 2 football players.
Appreciate
we'll
it, guys.
We'll be back in the
Thank you
fourth
very
quarter
much.
right after this. Dr. Wander, let's have some music. Okay, big fella. Stay healthy. Oh, guys. Got it. Hey.
Good job, man. I'm going to put it right here under the table. Thank you. Sweat up here. Sweat up.
I love it. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. Appreciate you so much. Trevor.
You miss being up at Garces?
You talk to Kelly much?
All the time. All the time, yeah. All the time.
Oh, sometimes it's so good you just want to make sure you have it in your own phone, right? All right, so here we are, fourth quarter. I think we've got enough time to have some fun with our special guest. Not a lot. The best dressed coach, maybe in the state of California for sure. Stan, you will do the introduction to this great guy.
Look at this. Look at how clean this is.
Coach Dunham, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I want to talk about this. He is the epitome of what we want our coaches to be. And I've known Coach now for close to 30 years. Mm-hmm. We were reminiscing back there. Mm-hmm. It was about 28, 29 years ago. I was at West High School as a teacher and a coach. And I asked him, he was coaching basketball. He wasn't a teacher then. I said, hey, Coach, you should come coach football. He goes, I don't know about that. Yeah. And sure enough, a couple years later, the Bakersfield College CSUB, University of Iowa grad, came and he became a special education teacher at West High School. He's a 3-sport athlete, played football, basketball, and baseball. That's right. And he's in his 27th year of coaching, 9 as a head football coach, 16 as a golf coach, 8 for baseball, and 3. He got out of basketball real quick. 3 years in basketball. He found the light and came over to football. Coach Dunham, welcome to the show.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for being here. This is awesome. Great crowd out there, guys. Appreciate that. This is just you could go anywhere today. You know, Liberty's playing Independence, but you're here at West High, and West is best.
That's right.
Yeah.
Coach, we appreciate your time. You got a busy day, a lot going on today. We're going to do our picks in just a moment. Trevor will read them out and we'll make our picks. But I just want to get a kind of a bird's eye view today on your evening coming up against always, no matter what, always a tough Arvin Bear squad. Your thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, the oddity of our schedule, we play our first 5 games versus small town teams, and Arvin is the small town team. Tough across the board, offensively, defensively, special teams. Coach Riley, who I went to school together with at Cal State, got a great program going on over there. Tough battle, but we always, whenever we battle each other, it's in memory of Dallas Kreider. Dallas Kreider, the Arvin High graduate, obviously the greatest coach, I say, here in the town of Bakersfield. No offense, Coach Fermenter. And but I feel that way. So it's always a special time to come together. 2 years ago, we dedicated our field to Dallas Kreider, so we're going to honor his name tonight and go out there and represent both teams. So we're looking for a hard battle. We've got to bounce back the last couple of weeks on the road, but I have faith in our guys and trust in our fans and our administration, which we appreciate so much.
Very good, T.
You kind of alluded to that. 3 of your first 4 games were on the road. Now 4 of your final 6 are here at home. How much of that, I mean, we've had everything come through today, the cheerleaders, the band, the student section, the whole gamut. How much of that really plays into getting this team motivated on Friday nights?
Well, we talked about this week, some home cooking. We were here 2 weeks ago versus Burroughs, and we look like a different team than we were the week before. So I'm hoping the home cooking comes into play. Yeah. We don't have to travel, go anywhere. So just tighten up the schedule a little bit and get on that field that we're so familiar with. We practice on that field every day, so we're very familiar with the surroundings. So just looking forward to it tonight.
We're going to do our picks after this last question I have for you, and I'll lay it out for you for a second. You can answer. Coach, this is a special campus. This has been around a long time. There's a lot of big names in the Hall of Fame lore that goes on here. You mentioned coaches that have been here. I've eavesdropped on your pre-games for a lot of years. You've always been very kind to let me around, and I've listened to what you tell your student athletes, your football players, what your coaches soak in, and Stan's right when he talks about being the epitome of what you want. I hope you students and cheerleaders and everybody realize what a great human being, what a great man this is. I want to ask you, what's special about West? Every school has its special vibe, but man, you talk to a West High alumni. I played golf with them. I played basketball with some of them in college. You talk about West High, boy, it better be something nice. Yeah. Tell me about your thoughts on this great high school, and then we'll do our picks.
Well, like I said, I'm dating myself, but in the 70s and 80s and early 90s, the school was, the west of town. Right? Now it's so big. There was one of 8 schools when I played here. There's 18 now. So that mindset with our alumni has always been there. That great tradition of battling the Bakersfield Highs and the Arvins and those guys back in the day.
Was that back in the day when you were the better baseball player than Kelly Olsen?
I will put that on right now, on record. Kelly, I had you my senior year. I got him.
Gotcha.
I had him your senior year. Just kidding, Kelly. I know he's up.
I'm not.
West High was the first school I ever went to 2 years in a row as a kid. I traveled so much as a kid, bounced around 6 different states, 16 different grade schools, over 30 different homes before I came to West my freshman year. When I came here, there were some coaches, Kevin Sneed, Dave Titsworth, Dallas Grider. All those guys left that lasting impression on me, what it's like to be a man, teach us the life's lessons. And I just want to take that to these young men. And I know Dennis Manning, Rich Cornford, Dallas Grider, and Mark Camps all did that before me, and just want to continue that tradition. And we talk about tradition never graduates. And we're going to continue to teach that to our kids. And one day, hopefully, 20 years from now, they come back as better young men, better citizens, better husbands, and better fathers. That's my goal.
Perfectly said. All right, we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. Now, Coach, first of all, good luck tonight. I'll see you down there pregame, and I'll come say hi to you. But now, in the huddle,
if you want to get on these, you're more than welcome to.
And Trevor, we have to roll. We have about 3 minutes here to do everything that we're going to do here in week 6.
Thankfully, there's only 5 games.
Okay, go.
All right, first off, Lompoc at Kern Valley. Lompoc is a much better than their 2-3 schedule. Kern Valley's taking some lumps. Kern Valley's going to be fine once they get in the HDL. Tonight, Lompoc 35, Kern Valley 21.
Coach?
Ooh, wow, okay. That's a long trip, Lompoc up to Kern Valley. Let's take the home Broncos. Let's take the Broncos at home.
Take the Bronx. Love
After watching them last week, I think they could do it.
There you go.
Yeah, I saw him last week. Kern High Network player of the game down in the city was a Kern High Bronc. Trevor.
Miramonte at East. Miramonte lost to Kern Valley last week. Both of them have great running backs. Nate Gonzalez over Miramonte. Randy Lenore over East. I got Miramonte winning this one in a one-score game, 21-14.
Ooh, Coach.
Coach Johnson and I at Miramonte play a lot of golf in the summertime together, do a lot of fun things. Tough one. East is in our league, but I need Miramonte to beat East tonight.
I'm with Miramonte as well.
Okay, Trevor.
Number 17, an undefeated Shafter at St. Joseph and Santa Maria, who is still winless. Give it to head coach Gerald Perucci. The offense has changed, but their output has not. Shafter 42, St. Joe's 21 tonight.
Some people might not know, but we got Shafter a couple years ago before they went on this run, but they're not on our schedule anymore, and that's for a reason. They're really darn good. Coach Perucci's a great guy. He's in our Bible study together. I'm going with Shafter on the road.
Yeah,
Stan?
he hasn't missed a beat. Shafter all the way.
Yeah.
Independence 3-2 at number 9 Liberty, who's 2-3, 3-game losing streak. Independence is without Ricky Johnson for looks like most of the regular season with a broken fibula. There's a quarterback change at Liberty. It looks like Rob Smith's going to be the starting quarterback tonight. But I've still got Liberty winning this one very close, 28-25 over the Falcons.
Coach.
Even though Coach Boylan in a meeting this summer made fun of how tall I am, even though he said that, my children went to Liberty. I'm going to Liberty tonight.
Yeah. All right, you're going to Liberty.
Yeah, short joke.
Too much Liberty.
Stan.
Too much Liberty.
Yeah.
Too much Liberty?
Yeah.
And our final game, the game of the week right here on the Kern High Network. Can't wait to call it the Arvin. Oh, you're cheering for the Arvin Bears. Oh, okay. The Arvin Bears, my Bears at your Vikings. Trevor?
Who are you taking? Let Trevor go last. Who are you taking?
You won't hurt my feelings there, Van. It's okay.
Arvin Grad. Yeah, Arvin Grad.
Then Arvin Grad, yeah.
I want to be let in the gate, and I want to be let out. So I want to be.
Oh, you'll be let out.
Well, you know the legend's going to be here tonight.
Who's that?
Wyatt Ross. You coined that phrase.
Yeah, but Wyatt Ross coached at West, too.
Yeah.
I will be going Arvin Bears all the way. I'm going to go Arvin Bears. What? Hey, fellas, it won't affect my call. I'll still make it right.
I'm going to go with the West High Vikings. How about you, Trevor?
Arvin's on a 2-game win streak. West lost the last 2 games. So you really got to think about that when you're talking about how you want to pick this game tonight.
Who's it going to be, Trevor?
Oh, he's putting the head on.
Who's it going to be, Trevor?
He's putting the head on.
Well. All right, so, Coach, we're going to give you a couple of these. You've either got teacher's aides or assistant coaches. We'll give you 2 backpacks, and we're going to throw some swag out here.
Wow.
Any final last words before we let you go?
Once again, thank you so much for being here. Shout out to our administration, Scott Davison, our athletic director, all of Viking Hall, our kids for battling through this heat, all the things that they have to do as far as grades and being a good student athlete. We're just so proud to be here. And at the end of the day, it's live green, love gold, baby.
It's going to be a great one. It's going to be a great one. Hit it, Dr. Wander and the band. So, just a couple of quick reminders. Tonight, 7:30 kickoff, the Kern High Network Game of the Week, Arvin Bears at West. Next Monday, a big in the huddle. We have a big volleyball game next Monday night. On behalf of everybody at West High School, thank you so much for what you've done. This is absolutely fantastic. Stan, thank you. Appreciate it. Hope you have a great weekend in the Huddle.